So I formally welcome all the participants as well as the speaker for today, Mr. Puneet Raman sir, and all the faculty members for this workshop on entrepreneurship as a career organized by IIETC, AISSMS IOIT Pune. So I would now request Principal Sir to give a brief introduction about IIDC here at AISSMS IOIT.
Thank you, madam, for hosting this event. First of all, I would like to uh, thank Mrunal Patak madam and her team for taking the initiative, and Mr. Punit Raman, who has agreed us to uh, be the expert for this session. Since long time he was in follow-up, and actually because of some or the other reason, we were not able to arrange this. But today I'm happy that we have begun with the thing. The concept, or rather the thought which we as an institute have given is that we want that our students should not be only looking for the placements. It should be also there that these students should have their own ideas, come out with something new, and rather than being an employer, they should see to it there they are employing the other students also. So keeping this in point in mind, we actually started with the incubation center, or rather to be very specific, we began with something called as the R&D club, which later on got converted into the ADC cell. Then we had certain things being arranged, and we were happy that our previous team, or rather Mr. Kunal Ranvir and Mr. Gaikwad, they had taken the initiative, and then later on the charge was handed to Madam, and the institute as a whole has given this space, the equipments required. We had also given financial support in terms of the seed money given to some of the startups which have started their companies in the campus, and we thought that it should be passed on to the new students who are coming, and hence we had a discussion with Mr. Punit, and he really readily agreed that he would be taking a orientation session, and maybe afterwards those students who are more interested into this activity, they may further go in for the advanced courses with Mr. Punit. So once again, I would like to thank Puneet for sparing his valuable time and making himself available, and the entire team, and Mrunal Patak madam, Saba madam, and the other members for uh, organizing this event. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir, for that introduction. I would now like to introduce our speaker for today, Mr. Puneet Raman, sir. Sir has completed his executive program in management, leadership, strategy, and finance in 2015 from Columbia University, Columbia Business School. He has also completed his MBA in marketing, IMT Ghaziabad in 2004. His postgraduate diploma in sales and marketing from National Institute of Sales, New Delhi, and he has done his bachelor's in commerce from Delhi University. So with this background, he also has a very 22 years of professional experience in the sales and marketing function, with 17 years as employee and 5 years as an entrepreneur. So he is not only an entrepreneur, he's a founder of prowisdom.in, he's a public speaker, and he's an author also. So sir, we are really privileged to have you today as a speaker, and I'm sure that students will benefit from your this great experience and knowledge. So over to you, sir, for the session.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon to all the students. Good afternoon to the respected faculty members. Thank you, Brunal, ma'am, for arranging this. Principal, sir, for giving an opportunity to go ahead in the difficult year which we are all going through, and to ma'am for the introduction. Entrepreneurship, I never thought was possible by me because I grew up in Delhi in a middle class family, like most of us, where my mother was a school teacher. She used to go into a government school, science and maths teacher for class 10th. She retired a few years back. My father was a finance manager in an export house. So Traditionally, the objective after completing my graduation from Ramjas Singh DU was, okay, start earning money, contribute some money to your family, and stop taking pocket money from your father. So that was the common objective which people use their education for, that how can I convert my education into income? Now, whether it is engineering or management or architecture or arts or whatever domain, the objective of education is knowledge, number one, and we have to upgrade our knowledge even after getting a degree. And the second objective of education is how can I transfer that knowledge into income generation, which can be through a profession. What I could not learn at that stage was there are four ways to earn money in your life. I thought that since my parents are an employee, so okay, that is the way. Okay, I became an employee and I started my journey from 99 to 2014, and I respect and value my journey as an employee. I had a lot of good experiences, and it's one of the excellent ways to grow your career. And there is no limit to what you can achieve as an employee. There are various roles, designations, and responsibilities. However, when I read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, uh, all of you would have heard about the book, or maybe some of you would have read the snapshot, and we learned a bit about that today in our brief discussion. That you can also earn money by becoming self employed, where you are in control of your own job. So, for example, you can have a small business, you can be a consultant, you can be an architect, you can be a graphic designer, you can be a content writer, and you can be a coder, and there are various other aspects of self-employment. The difference here is you don't need to go to a particular company's office for working. You have some skills, and people give you some work basis your skills. The other thing is you can start a business. So if you are self-employed and if you are getting more work which you cannot handle yourself, so it's best if you can hire people in your company or team and establish your self-employed business to a proper business where there is a process and more people working with you. Most of the people who start a business start alone or in very, very small groups of one, two, three, or four people. Amazon would have started in 1994, 95 in garage. Uh, Apple also started in the same way. Infosys also started in a very humble manner. So start is always humble. Uh, Very few people have a grand start. The difference between self-employed and business is, if something happens to me or if I am unwell for 15 days, my business will suffer. I will not get revenues, my customer will not get the service they expect from me or my company. But if I have a business and I have some personal exigencies, emergencies, or personal work, the company will still function with or without me. A business is a non-living entity. A self-employed company or a self-employed work will end with, as soon as I am no more, the company or the business will also stop. The fourth way which we will learn today is how can I grow my passive income through investment. Now, all of you also get some pocket money, so there is a possibility of you investing your money into mutual funds, maybe life insurance, maybe health insurance, maybe your parents would have invested in stocks or gold or property. The benefit of passive income is, in case something happens to my active source of income, which is through a job or self-employment, the passive income helps me in difficult times of my life. And a passive income also helps me to grow and become more confident in taking decisions. If I do not have passive income, then I have to depend on one income throughout my life, to which a lot of people say that we are doing a job because we have EMIs to pay. We are doing a job because we have some financial commitments. Ideally, we don't like the job, but because we have commitments, so we are doing this. So passive income makes you more free, makes you more confident in doing what you really want to do in your life, and earn the money which has no limits. I respect all four. I now would be completing 23 years in June. The objective of our discussion today is to encourage all of you to look at entrepreneurship not just as somebody uh, whose parents are very rich, not just somebody who gets a brilliant idea like a Thomas Edison, but to understand that not all business requires invention. Innovation can be a great source of business opportunity, which is doing micro improvements in the way existing service is delivered. I'm sure all of you would have used the services of Zomato or Swiggy, Uber or Ola in your life. They are not inventions, they are innovations. Earlier also food was delivered by a restaurant to us. Earlier also there were taxis in which we used to go with our families to railway stations or airports or to a relative's place. They just changed the process. They improved the process. They made it more transparent. They reduced the cost. They gave the power to the consumer that I can rate. Instead, the power earlier was with the driver or with the cab operator, and now the power is with me as an operator, as a consumer. So minor changes can also become great business opportunities, and we learn over the next 60-65 minutes we have. My only request to all the fellow participants is that in case there is something which you disagree with me, please feel free to. You don't have to agree to everything what I say. That is my perspective, the way I look at life. So we can still be friends even if we have a disagreement on one or two aspects of business or any examples. The other request to all the fellow participants is this is not a one-sided communication. It's a two-way communication. So we'll be regularly speaking with you. We'll be regularly asking you your point of view. We'll be regularly reviewing your learning, not waiting till the end of the session. So please communicate. Even if you don't want to switch on your cameras, that's fine, but please unmute yourself and communicate. The quality of the session will only be improved if both of us give equal importance and speak to each other. Let's go ahead. Are you all ready? Are the students ready? Okay, so
Yeah.
if ma'am can also give me a background. Most of the students present, 168 of them, are mostly from the first year, second or third year, or
Third year and final year, sir. Mostly from third year and final year.
third and final. Okay,
Majority
great.
from third and final year.
Third and final. Okay, great. So I'm sharing my screen and let's get going. We'll make it as interactive as possible, which is my responsibility as well as your responsibility to speak up when prompted. Just a quick confirmation from any one of you, please, if the screen is visible.
Yes, sir, it's visible. It's visible, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay, allow me to scroll just a minute. We'll work upon some of the aspects. So we'll share the handouts with Brunal ma'am, and ma'am can share it with all the students of what we learn. Okay, so let's start. So I hope all of you can recognize all of them or maybe some of them. Whom do you recognize? Just tell us their name. Just don't tell me their name. Tell me the name of their company. So tell me three things: name of the person on the screen, name of their company. Some of them have multiple companies. And what is the one thing which you admire or value learning from these people? If you could not see the last three, okay, here you go. So there are 12 pictures. There could be thousands of entrepreneurs. Maybe your parents are great entrepreneurs as well. It is not necessary for an entrepreneur to be famous to be respected in society. But these are some of the entrepreneurs. So why don't you share your thoughts? Whom do you recognize and what do you remember about them? Over to you, students. Just unmute yourself. One of you can say. So if you know something about Mr. Sunil Bharti Mittal, who's the chairman and MD of Bharti Airtel Limited, you can tell something about the entrepreneur, or you can tell something about their company, or you can tell something which you admire in the entrepreneur's way of working. So 12 people. I'm sure most of you would be able to recognize them.
In the chat box also we are getting some
Okay,
feedback.
if you could read, I'm unable to see
Yes.
the chat, ma'am.
So
While the
I'll
screen
read
is
it
on.
for you, sir. So I'll read
Thank
it for you. VP has written, Tata Group Ratan Tata always be a man of his words.
Yes, I have got the good fortune of working in Tata Communications as my last company before I became an entrepreneur. I was heading the business for enterprise growth accounts, North and East India, based in Delhi. And I have worked in Tata Group for 3.5 years. The one thing which I do remember by this company is their focus on values, ethics, and integrity. They will always encourage you as an employee to follow the ethics and integrity, even if we are losing business. They will never ask you to do something which is against morals or ethics. And they will treat employees with so much value and respect that you would not want to leave the company for your life. I left Tata Communications only because I had to become an entrepreneur, and there was no alternative that I stayed there and also started my own business. One of the best companies to work for. They have around 80, 85 companies from Titan to Tanishq to Tata Motors to TCS. Some of you may be planning to join that. To Tata Communications, Tata Teleservices, collaboration with Starbucks, and many more. So, if all of you get a chance ever to work in a Tata brand, they would always treat you with so much value and respect, and they have an intention of giving back to the community. So, as an entrepreneur, becoming an entrepreneur is not just about increasing your bank balance, it's also about giving back to the community, which this gentleman in the picture and their company do very well.
So then we
Any
have one more from Prathamesh Geete. Elon Musk, Tesla Motors, SpaceX, never ever give up.
Hi, Prathamesh. Good afternoon. Thank you for sharing his thoughts, ma'am. I have watched, and I hope all of you would have watched one of the interviews of Elon Musk when he was being interviewed that why didn't you give up SpaceX when two or three of your rocket launches, crashed? You had a huge loss, and people were making fun of you that who are you to compete with NASA's of the world, and you will never be successful. He had tears in his eyes, and he said, "I will never give up till I die." So that's the willpower this entrepreneur has, who has had many successful businesses. He's also now making space travel affordable for us. His company is also making ground travel faster, which is through the Boring Company, where they are making tunnels through which you would have seen some YouTube videos, which is the future of transportation. And very soon you will see that working in India as well as in other countries. In crowded areas, people will not travel above the road, people will travel below the road. So there are entrepreneurs who are solving current day and age problem, and there are entrepreneurs like Elon Musk who are solving the energy problem by Tesla, which is electric cars when fossil fuels will not be there, and also making space travel. We are going to definitely see space travel from our friends and family in our life, and within the next 15 years you will see people talking about that. In my holidays I did not go to Singapore, I went to space. And this looks like funny as of now, but I'm sure by 2035 we will have at least one person known to us who has traveled in space without being a scientist or an astronaut. So, future problem, current problem, philanthropy, becoming rich, or giving back to society, two things which we can learn. Never give up, and persistence is also, Prathamesh, a very important skill, not just for an entrepreneur, but also for an employee. So, great learnings. Thank you for sharing, Prathamesh. Maybe one or two more learnings. There are other people as well. If you could recognize a few of them.
The others have just put the names of the. So Naman Guntiwar has just put all the names of the people he has recognized: Ratan Tata, Elon Musk, Mark, Steve Jobs, Narayan Murthy, Mukesh, Azim Premji.
Okay.
That's what he has written. Then again, many have written for Elon Musk and the same never lose hope, first principle
Okay.
thinking, then
Okay.
Elon Musk first, then remove I. And one Siddheshwar has written Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram.
Yes. Looking at the trends and you know, connectivity is a great business. So if you can bring people on a platform and give them what they want, and in a positive way make them addicted to your product, then advertising is a great revenue. So Google, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube has told us that you can earn money indirectly as well. So the customers come to the platform for free. Because the customers are coming, 99% of the revenues from these platforms are from advertising companies. So if you can make such a product which is so attractive for the users, or a service which is so attractive that every morning when we get up, we open Instagram, every night when we go to sleep, before that we check our Instagram and Facebook feed, that in some ways means we are addicted to the product. And their company has made such an addictive product because of likes, or because of comments, or because of seeing our own picture, or because of the love of sharing of what's happening in life. We all are addicted to a couple of social media platforms. Maybe some of you like WhatsApp, some of you like Facebook, some of you like Instagram, some of you even like LinkedIn as well. So making a platform is also great business, where the value of the platform increases as more and more people use the platform. So great thought. Others could also have thought what Mark Zuckerberg thought, but he started with this thought. So what we learn is, when you start, you don't know everything. You have a rough sketch of the problem you want to solve, but start. So startup encourages all of us to start in a manner so that we get the first mover advantage. You are never going to be perfectly confident in your life. You are never going to be perfectly rich in your life. You're never going to be perfectly right, that okay, this is the right moment in my life where everything in my life is under my control. Okay, now I should become an entrepreneur. So
Sir, and I even remember when Facebook started, there was before that, I think Orkut, which was even more popular than Facebook.
absolutely. And I had just completed my graduation, and people
Yes,
were talking about, okay, after our college, we are not having mobile phones because it was costly. So let's get connected on Orkut. And Orkut did go into good business for a couple of years or so. But
right,
then very quickly, Facebook came. So they saw what was
right.
the challenges of Orkut, and
Yes,
smartphone market was also evolving. So earlier, people used to do Facebook on a bigger screen like a laptop or a desktop. And the moment smartphones became more affordable, Facebook grew. So anticipating the trends of future, they anticipated that the future is shifting from button phones to smartphones, and every smartphone would have multiple apps. So if I can make my product as an app, then I am always in the customer's mobile 24 by 7. Amazon is in our mobile 24 by 7. Netflix is in our mobile 24 by 7. Make My Trip is in our mobile 24 by 7. Zomato is in our mobile. So we don't go to them. They are already a part of our life. Yeah, there is some negative part of that as well, but Google is a part of our life. So we cannot live beyond them, and they are selling our data as well, which is the negative part of this. But we'll come to that later. So thank you, ma'am, for sharing your example of how Facebook is, Instagram, WhatsApp, and YouTube is such an integral part of our life.
Sir, Prasad Nandore has written, Bill Gates, Microsoft, at every point of life, keep growing, and if you're fortunate enough, keep helping the less fortunate.
Yes, so what we learn from these entrepreneurs is, you can only help others if you are happy yourself. You can only do charity if you have enough money to give charity. You can only give time to others if you have enough time for yourself. So if you are decently rich, uh, then you can definitely contribute to bigger problems of the world through your money. And apart from money, you also get a lot of authority. People listen to you as influencer, so you can use your influencing power to talk to people. You can also use your time, because now you are not worried about a particular 9 to 5 or a 10 to 4 job. So you can use your skills and knowledge and time to better uses, because money's problem is solved. So most of the entrepreneurs basic household money problem is solved. They only need X amount of money, and universally it is said that once you earn X amount of money, anything which is over and above that actually goes for a waste. So you don't use much money once that point is met. So once all of you, once all of you cross that point, then it's a huge freedom that, okay, I don't need to worry about my next month's expenses or bills. I can do more things with my time and money. And time and money are two important resources which all of us need, which all of us want. And entrepreneurship is a great way in which you can get freedom and you can get a lot of money. What you want to do with your freedom and what you want to do with your money is still a personal choice, but then these people have got that done. The other thing which I learned from these pictures is it takes some years to become, significant entrepreneur. So it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not that job is a struggle or entrepreneurship is easy. Both are equally good and they all have their individual challenges, and nothing is easy. So if you put your heart and soul into something, and if you get a good mentor, if you constantly build your skills, then you can be happy in everything. But we are just exposing you to different avenues as a student, so that when you go forward you can get a job in a company, and you can also start a part-time business of your own, which is self-employed. So that given a choice, given another challenge 10 years from now, maybe a pandemic or some other crisis of globe, you can survive that. Instead of saying that, okay, I lose my job, you say, okay, I lost my job, but I could survive because of my passive income. So
So,
entrepreneurship helps you. Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
sorry to disturb you. There are two very good inputs from two students. Naman has said getting out of greed and fear of money is freedom.
Absolutely.
And Siddheshwar has written, yes, going with the trend made Facebook really successful. So keep upgrading yourself is the point there.
Absolutely. So he could have stopped at Facebook, but he saw that YouTube is emerging as a very good video sharing platform. YouTube can become more successful than my Facebook. So why don't I buy YouTube? He bought YouTube. Now YouTube's monthly revenues to Facebook are equal to the amount Facebook paid to acquire YouTube. So if they paid 100 rupees to buy YouTube, they are earning 100 rupees every month from YouTube revenues. So anticipating trends, collaborating, WhatsApp, they understood that people are now more into a sharing chat mode. Data is getting more affordable. WhatsApp is a great company to put into the portfolio. People have stopped using Facebook for more than happy birthday wishes. It's more a platform which people have got bored now. So let's buy Instagram. So I believe Instagram is used more by each one of you than compared to Facebook. So, anticipating trends. From Mr. Azim Premji, got his father's business and diversified his father's business into IT and other domains. Mr. Mukesh Ambani diversified his dad's business. From Mr. Steve Jobs, attention to detail, customer delight, premium positioning, and being the best in the world, customer focus. From Amazon, start small, start selling books, understand the psychology of customers, understand internet is emerging in pre 2000, 95, 96. Work very, very hard. He started alone in the garage. Humble beginnings. He was not very famous in 94, 95. Now you can say richest man or whatever, but then he didn't start Amazon only to become rich. He saw a customer's problem and he made a product which is solving the customer's problem. Mr. Sunil Bharti Mittal, Ludhiana, family of politicians, initial businesses of selling cycle repair parts. 1995, licenses of telecom are being opened up, privatization happening. Applied for Delhi license, only Delhi. Successful in Delhi. Bharti is name of his mother, Bharti Airtel Limited. And now Airtel is not just an Indian brand, but a global brand. So humble beginnings, big games. Think big, start small. Think big, start small. Bhavish Agarwal, IIT graduate, uh, went with his family through a taxi, got a bad experience, thought that, okay, if I'm getting a bad experience from a taxi, so would all the users be. Can I use my technology knowledge along with my friend to make a product wherein the taxi experience can become better for the customers? Worked abroad, got an idea from Uber, converted Uber's idea to India, made Ola, one of the most successful entrepreneurs in the last 12 years. Mr. N.R. Narayan Murthy. India is known as a country for software exports because he would have started something in 1981, borrowed 10,000 rupees from his wife. 7, 8 members known to him from his previous company came together, started Infosys, high quality software focused on foreign customers, made Bangalore what it is. And there are so many software companies now. Who was the first one? Maybe TCS or Infosys. Travis Kalanick, the person on the right side, bottom row, right side, the founder of Uber. So these are entrepreneurs who were not born rich, who were not born with a silver spoon, who were not very intelligent. They understood one thing and they gave their entire focus. So it's a habit. Once you become confident in running one company, you can run 10 companies as well. So it's all about starting. And thank you so much for your thinking what is the benefit of student for entrepreneurship. My parents are not going to allow me. Entrepreneurship is very requires a lot of money. It requires a lot of struggle for 4 or 5 years. I don't want that struggle. I want a high paying job in a good company. That's what most of you want. Well, go through some of the benefits of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship makes you more innovative because whenever you will start, you will not have all the resources. You will not have enough money. You will not have enough team members. You will not have enough knowledge. You will have to innovate. You will have to use creativity to solve complex problems. You will have to be resilient to go through a tough pandemic, which is almost back-breaking for all of us. It is a very painful experience, which most of us are going through since March 2020. Some of us, it's highly painful if we have had a family member who has, faced this trauma. And even if we are lucky that none of our family members got an impact, we still have an economic impact. There were payment delays, there are salary delays, there are job delays, so there is uncertainty. Entrepreneurship makes you mentally stronger to survive the difficulties life is going to offer in the next 40, 50, 60 years of your and my life. Entrepreneurship makes you love smart work, but also makes you love hard work, because whatever is significant, you have to give a lot of day-to-day grind, and you have to have very strong work ethic to become somebody who is famous. Whether you are a celebrity, a music star, or you are an artist, or you are a coder, or you are a programmer, you cannot become famous in 1 year. You need time. And if you can give time to one thing in your life, you can be the best in the world. Forget about best in Pune or India. Entrepreneurship also makes students more curious, less egoistic, less arrogant, because entrepreneurship brings you down on the earth with so much setbacks, failures, and struggles, that you are always looking at, okay, what can I learn from him? What can I learn from her? You are not arrogant that I know everything. I am the best. Others are inferior to me. You become curious. So you're always looking at how can I improve my communication skills? How can I improve my revenue generation? How can I improve my other aspects of life? Curiosity is good for life. Most of us do believe that self-confidence is a great skill to have, but self-confidence, boys and girls, is a muscle. It's not something you can buy from a shop that, okay, I have an interview, can you give me self-confidence? You have to believe in yourself, have faith in your own ideas. When nobody, including anyone in your family, believes in you, you still have to believe in yourself. You would have seen the movie The Pursuit of Happiness. Will Smith, one of the best movies of believing in yourself, having faith in your own ideas, self-confidence. Entrepreneurs are also empathetic individuals. They understand what the pain people are going through, so they solve problems for people. And if you want to become a very rich entrepreneur, solve the problems of millions of people. So if you solve the problem of one person, they will give you X rupees. If you solve the problem of 100 million people, they'll give you X rupees. So the more people's problem you solve, the more rich you and your company can become. Entrepreneurship also makes you optimistic, and it also makes you understand that you have a responsibility for the earth, you have a responsibility for the community and the country you belong to. So you have, once you have the resources, you do give back. And most of the entrepreneurs whom we saw in the previous pic have given back through their foundations or charity. This is the life of an entrepreneur. But if you ask the respected faculty members here as well, I mean, this is what the life is going to be for even an employee. To become successful in anything, like our captain MS Dhoni has said, you have to enjoy the process, not the result. Result takes time. Result is what people see, but what they don't see is your own efforts, your good habits, your disappointments, sacrifice. To get something, you have to leave something. What have you learned from failure? Failure is a great friend. It is blunt, but it tells us what we need to improve in ourselves. So if we are failing in something, life is giving us a good message that you need to improve on something. Only if we are open to the lesson of failure. And failure is a part of success. So if you try 100 times, it's not possible that you do not succeed 3 to 4 times. So failure is a cycle, and the more you fail, the more closer you are to success. If you were to pinpoint me and ask me, Puneet, in your 6 years of entrepreneurship journey, what is the one skill or quality you see in fellow entrepreneurs, then I would say never give up, persistence. Never give up does not mean being stubborn. Never give up means not giving up on my goal, improving on myself with every failure, setback, changing the route to achieve, but not changing the goal to achieve. There are some people who say, I gave IAS exam, I could not clear it, so okay, now I'll become a banker. Okay, I did not clear banking, so they always look at what is easy. What is easy is not going to make you something substantial or significant in life or in the world. If always, whatever you look at things, you always look at what is easy. If this is easy, then everyone else is doing that. So easy is common. If you can be persistent on your goals, then sooner or later you do achieve your goals, is my perspective. I'm happy if some of you agree or disagree to it as well. uh, what do you understand, if a couple of you can share your thoughts on the iceberg illusion? Because iceberg is 25% above water, maybe 30% above water, 70% is still below. So we all want success, but how many of us are willing to be submerged in water for 70% of the time, when people are not seeing us on social media, when people are not seeing our accomplishment, when we are doing the dirty work, we are really struggling, slogging, working hard. How many of us can survive below the water? Just ask yourself this question, and a couple of you can share your thoughts. This is something very important for entrepreneurship and for your life as well. So what are your thoughts? You can write or maybe speak. This is how life is going to be for you and me. Are you ready for it? Maybe a couple of you can share your thoughts. Are you writing?
Students, you all may just raise your hands and unmute yourself and speak if you want to say something.
You would have seen examples in your own family as well. Your parents and other significant family members, if they have achieved something, have they achieved something in life very easily, or they have achieved this with their dedication, hard work, good habits, sacrifice, persistence, and sometimes being disappointed that everything which I have done is right, still I do not succeed. That is part of life. It's going to happen. As an entrepreneur, you get mentally prepared that even if I do my best, sometimes for unknown reasons, we may not get what we want. but still we have to go on, we have to carry on. A couple of you can share your thoughts or examples, and then we can move forward. If there are audio
Is,
concerns, you can write.
anyone who's interested can please raise your hands or unmute yourself and start speaking. So there's one input from VP. Yes, definitely. If we want to achieve some heights, then we have to follow this iceberg concept. We always have to enjoy the journey instead of success and failure.
Absolutely. So don't change your goal because you are not succeeding in the year 1 or year 2. Don't change your passion or focus because you are not getting easy success. That happens from Sachin Tendulkar to Amitabh Bachchan to your father to my father to anyone whom you respect in your life. It takes time to become a great financial advisor, to become a great teacher, to become a great entrepreneur, to become a great doctor, to become a great coder, or to become a great scientist. Give it time. Don't expect superficial social media success in your life. That is not real. And once you will be famous or successful, people will come to you. You will not need to advertise on social media how happy you are. So social media is a part of our life. Enjoy that, but don't have a aim to be successful because of social media.
So Naman writes, money and success is temporary, but knowledge and learning is permanent.
Right, but it's also our duty, Naman, to ensure that we can have multiple sources of income for our life, because there are different phases of life, Naman. And if you have multiple sources of income or money, then in some tough phases of your life, you can survive if you have alternate sources of income, which entrepreneurship guides us. Absolutely, you are right. What is important, but you need money to purchase some basics, Naman. If you have at least money to have the basics, it's fine. One should cover the basics at least, Naman.
So Siddheshwar writes, I think Virat Kohli is the best example for improving himself from failures, dedication towards game.
Absolutely, his game has improved, his fitness has improved, and his anger management or emotional control also on the field has improved to what he was in 2010 to what he is in 2021. So there is a huge improvement to become one of the most fittest players in the world. To control your emotions when your emotions can trigger you to make a wrong decision, and also to become more leader like, so that you play for your country and not just for your own runs. And obviously this comes with time, and this also comes with realization. And once you do the good things, then money also follows. So there are brands who are after him, that sir, can you do an ad for us, we'll give you XYZ money. So he's earning because he plays good cricket.
Sir Atharva writes, success is always measured in outcomes and what you accomplish. What rarely gets the recognition it deserves is the effort that has been put in behind the scenes of that success. The outcomes are only the tip of the iceberg, so we decided to look below the surface to see what truly makes a successful outcome.
Absolutely. And at least from your own perspective, you do give respect to your own self for the hard work and the effort you give to become a great student in a college. So people will only, give you superficial compliments when you are successful. But at least you should give yourself confidence and encouragement and compliments, because you know how hard you are working. You know what sacrifices you are doing. You know what good habits you are doing despite the peer pressure. You know how failure hits you bad. So at least you should encourage yourself that I will value my effort more than the result only. If you just analyze the number of movies Amitabh Bachchan would have done in his life, or the number of matches Sachin Tendulkar would have played in his life for India, versus how many super hits for Amitabh Bachchan versus how many matches, test matches, and one day put together. He has scored around 100 centuries, 20% success. If Amitabh Bachchan would have done around movies or 100 movies in his life, blockbusters or phenomenal success, 10 or 20, which you and me can recall right now. What happened for the other 80? What happened for the other 400 matches of Sachin? Did they give up because they did not score a century? Did Amitabh Bachchan give up acting because his 5 films failed? So we can learn from people whom we respect and admire. And I don't think you only respect Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Kohli, or Amitabh Bachchan. You would have enough and more examples in your own family. They did not give up. So ultimately, successful is the person who does not give up on his or her dreams. And it takes time. It takes time. So the only learning for all of us is give yourself time. Be kind to yourself. Don't be in a hurry. Your
So
career
Deep,
is, yeah, yeah,
so
carry
Deep,
on. Yeah.
so Deepjot writes, dividing the main goal into small goals and steps is a good idea to not get depressed in the long grind towards success. This
Very
also
good.
helps us knowing our goal and its feasibility better.
Got it. A lot of people start in entrepreneurship, but they feel dissatisfied in 2 years. Ki paisa nahi aa raha. I'm not earning money. Give it time. As Bill Gates has said, a lot of people expect more from themselves in 1 year than from themselves in 10 years. Give yourself time. Be kind to yourself. Everything is not going to be delivered to you in 30 minutes. Everything is not a Domino's pizza that you will get it in 30 minutes. Some things take time. I don't know what those some things are for you, which are important for you, but whatever the important things for you are in your life, please give it time. Let's move forward. Your inputs are always welcome. As we move forward, there is something interesting we want to share. This is the cash flow quadrant. The person in the picture is Robert Kiyosaki. He is the author of the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's a great, funny book to read, and it gives us a lot of good messages. This is the summary of the book. So, if you are not a reader type of a person, you get bored by reading books, just pay attention to this slide and you will learn that there are 4 ways of earning money. Two are active, two are passive. Active, you work for earning money. Passive, money works for you. All four are equally good. What you want to do is your choice. I am no one to suggest you what is good for you, but at least you should have an awareness that if I am employed at a company in Pune as a software engineer, can I also become self-employed on weekends by my graphic designing or my content writing or my photography or my coding or my XYZ skills, so that if something happens to me in my job, I can quickly shift to self-employed and start earning money. If I never want to leave my job for 40 years of my life, I don't mind earning extra money on weekends for my skills. Passive income. Suppose you are earning a lot for your skills, so you convert your self-employed to a business. Bill Gates doesn't need to worry about going to the office every day. Mr. Mukesh Ambani also doesn't need to worry about going to the office every day. They have people who are running their companies. Mr. Ratan Tata, Travis Kalanick, Bhavesh Agarwal may be going to the office, but they have people running. So their company is not dependent on only one person. The challenge in self-employed is the moment we die, the moment we have bad health, the moment our quality of product or service decreases, we stop earning money. So that is, you should be aware of the difference. What you want to do in your life, your choice. People who become super rich also invest in other startups. They invest in gold, they invest in property, they invest in mutual funds, so that even if they are not working, they are getting money in their bank account through other streams. As a student, all of you get some pocket money, I suppose. You can start investing if you are 18 plus in mutual funds through SIP, systematic investment plan, and you can minimum invest 500 rupees a month. Your 6,000 rupees in a year will become much more than 6,000 if you start early, which is what systematic investment tells us. That's invest small amounts which you can afford and over a long period of time. I could give a lot of money to my family during my sister's marriage. She's 7 years younger to me. Uh, I started SIPs and recurring deposits in a bank when I started working. I never even imagined the amount which I will get, and I could give a substantial contribution in my family because of the SIPs I did. So I have a real example. I'm not preaching you something which I don't practice. So 4 ways: ESBI. You want to do only E, you want to do only B, you want to do only S. Your choice. Try if you can have a combination. It will help you in your life. Some of you think startup is a company. Yeah, startup is a young company. They are trying to solve a problem where they are exploring that, what is the solution, and success is not guaranteed. It can be founded by you with your mother. You can start a business with your father. You can start it with your best friend, with your brother, sister. But please start in your college. What is the worst thing that will happen? You will learn a lot. What is the best thing that can happen? You can start hiring people in your company within 3 to 4 years. There are some 9 components of a business which we will cover once we go to the next steps, which is who are your customers, what are the channels. You talk about what differentiates Apple from Google, what differentiates Google phone from OnePlus, what are the key resources, cost, activities. This we will learn later. We'll also learn about 4S of a startup. Now, if you have a startup, what are investors looking for? And all of you are going to get this document, so don't worry. You will get this document in your email IDs or WhatsApp. The investors are looking at a startup where you have some innovation in your product. You have some scale that you can grow your business in other cities and countries. You have good founding team members. You know what is the value proposition, what is the key quality in your product or service which differentiates you from the competition. You are a good listener and you are ambitious to grow. You have good education background and leadership skills. The investors also look at, if they invest you 1 lakh rupees, they would expect 10 times the returns, so which is 10x. Can your business grow so fast? So if your business cannot grow so fast, don't take money from investors, take money from other sources. Most of the people start a business without proper research, which is a weakness. So please do proper research about the industry and the customer before starting a business. When you are giving a pitch or a presentation to an investor or to a bank or to your family and friends, include these details. What is the problem you are solving? Business model canvas, which we will guide you further. Your management team, competition, how much funds you require, some projections. That's it. So what we learned today, entrepreneurship is a life skill. It is an excellent career choice because it gives you a lot of flexibility. It covers up all the hidden dimensions of your personality, and it gives you that control over yourself. It requires a very strong mindset. It's actually a mindset. So a lot of employees can be entrepreneurial in their approach in a company. Every entrepreneur is solving a problem. You don't give money to anyone who's not solving a problem. So Ola is solving a problem for you. GitHub is solving a problem for you. Uh, Google is solving a problem for you. YouTube is solving. Netflix is solving a problem. So you give your time and money to brands who solve a problem for you. You need to make a team. It's always good to have a team rather than going solo. We'll work on idea generation once we move forward. Every idea is nothing but a solution to a problem, and we all need to understand how is our solution different from existing services. We'll not spend time on what more services you can get from prowisdom.in. You go up in the document and you can reach out to us. Now, what is the association we have with your institution? So there are three avenues of program which we have signed up for, starting with an 8-hour program, which will be a pilot workshop. This would be followed up by people who want to go, which would be a credit course, and then a 1-year program wherein we help you convert your idea to revenue. So in most of the cases, the college will let you know that the college is paying for the expenses, so you don't need to worry about the expenses. You need to nominate yourself if you would want to go for the 8-hour program, which is delivered in 4 days, 2 hours each day. They can be on weekends or any days after your college, completely online given the current situation. This can be done by any one of you. So 8-hour workshop can be done by any one of you. Once you do well in the 8-hour workshop, you will be selected for a 30-hour program, which is more like understanding all the aspects of business in detail. And once you clear that as well, then you are all set to start your business, where we will support you for 1 year to convert your idea to a revenue. An 8-hour program will cover all these aspects, 2 hours every day, 4 days a week. It's a very interactive way of 90% activities, 10% of some conceptual learning. 30 hours program can be delivered in 2 to 3 months. 1 year program, it's a complete end-to-end support for a 1 year program. And then there are different types of startups who we support. So it's called Prodigy, Leap, and Alpha. Prodigy is a company in 0 to 1 year of its journey. Leap is a company in 1 to 3 years, and they have their unique problems of companies which are in the 3 to 5 years. And we will guide you. So there are various ways you can be in touch with me on LinkedIn. Our company already has an MOU with your institution. So there are enough and more ways in which you can reach out to us. If you have any questions for the program, please feel free. I will switch off the screen share so that all of us can talk to each other.
So there's a question already by
Yes,
Saket. He's asked, is MBA required to be a great entrepreneur?
MBA is required more for understanding some of the theoretical aspects of running a business, because the full form is Master of Business Administration. Unfortunately, a lot of people do MBA not to do business but to get a job. But that's their personal choice. It is not compulsory, to answer your question.
So students, if you have any more questions, you may put it in the chat box, or you may ask sir directly by
Yeah,
unmuting yourself.
there's nothing more to be shared. This document has already been mailed once to ma'am. I'll remail to Brunal ma'am so that she can share it with all the participants. And this is your time to interact and ask. We are going to work with interested students in 3 phases. So phase 1 would be 8 hours, phase 2 would be 30 hours, and phase 3 will be where you can use the incubation support of your college. They can even give you seed money, and they already have the infrastructure which you can use, and we'll help you to convert your idea into revenue. So when you go out of your college, you can go out with a placement offer and a business. What you want to pursue, your choice. Happy to speak to you or to answer your questions which are written in the chat. Nothing more to be communicated by me in form of presentation. So we have a few more minutes. Please ask your questions or any doubts you have.
So the first thing you require to be a good entrepreneur is that you should not be shy, and you should come out with all the queries that you have. So be curious and ask sir. You have got a good mentor, and he can he can answer many of your questions right now. So please come forward, unmute yourself and ask questions.
even to be a great employee, you will need to communicate with your colleagues, bosses, and customers. So communication is a basic skill, whatever technology domain you come from in your life.
So we have one question from Aditya. He asks, how do I convince my parents for starting my journey as an entrepreneur?
It's a
Basic question, sir. Yes.
very basic, very important, very personal question, Aditya, because I don't know you person. I don't know your parents. So there is a thought process and there is a psychology understanding of our parents. Aditya, you would have convinced your parents for a trip to Goa. You would have convinced your parents to buy you a pair of jeans. You would have convinced your parents to allow you to, go for a break here or XYZ. Parents are the people who trust us for the last 20 years of our life, and they are the only people who have your best wishes, who think good about you in the entire world, apart from the others who think good about you. So nobody can come close to how good the parents are for any person in the world. Now, to convince them, you have to explain to them your thought process and not say rudely, I want to do a business, give me permission. I want to do business, give me 5 lakh rupees. That's not the way, because some of them may have some bad experiences in business. So they have
Hello,
to see the real. Hello.
Saba madam, one minute, can I speak?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
The student don't leave the chat box feedback, which is valuable for us. So I will share at the end of the meeting. So don't leave the meeting. Still
Okay,
our
students,
session
you're
is
advised not to leave the meeting because we are going to share the attendance come feedback link with you all. And it's important that you give that feedback and attendance so that we both benefit from it mutually. Yes. Sir, we have got few more questions coming up over here. Atharva is asking, sir, do you get self-doubt in your initial journey? Okay, did you get self-doubt in your initial journey?
Hello, sir. Are you audible? May I audible, sir?
Yes, sir, you are.
The student asked that any challenges you are facing at your. Hello.
Yeah, I'm unable to hear your entire message, sir. It got cut in between. I was answering Aditya's question first about how to convince the parents.
No. The second question is that you are facing some initial problems while starting the entrepreneurship.
Yeah, I'll share that. Let me answer Aditya's question first, sir.
Okay, no problem, sir.
Yeah. So Aditya, you have to give them a proof of concept. You have to do some internships in the segment. You have to give them that assurance that you are serious. So you have to prove your seriousness to your parents. Only then will they start believing you. And trust is a long-term process, Aditya. So you can't just ask them permission in one dinner table. It's a series of interactions, and you have to really show them that I am working, I have developed my capabilities, I have a mentor from the industry, I have got support from the incubator of my college, and I have a co-founding team. I want 3 to 5 years to really go after my dream, and if I achieve my dream, the benefit is going to be for the entire family. So if I am successful entrepreneur, my family is also going to enjoy that benefit now. So there are different ways, Aditya, to convince, and that can always be discussed once we meet you and understand you better. It can't be one suggestion given on a video platform, Aditya. Okay, let me see the chat messages, and I will answer it one by one. So from Atharva, do you get self-doubt in your initial journey? Atharva, you get self-doubt regularly, and you have to win yourself. So the best person you have to win or convince in your life is yourself, Atharva. So whenever things are not working as an entrepreneur, there is a self-doubt that should I go and get a job? I already have people who know me for my 17 years of journey, and they will always hire me back. So should I go back? But then you have to answer yourself that why did you start? So once you're clear with your why, Aditya, you can convince yourself in your self-doubt, and self-doubt comes to everyone, Athar. So it's normal. You have to talk to your mentors, talk to yourself, remain positive. And self-doubt is a moment, Aditya. Atharva. You don't have to enjoy self-doubt for 24 hours in a day. So when self-doubt comes, talk to that self-doubt, which means talk to yourself logically, emotionally, and then it gets resolved, Athar. If every idea is a solution to something or the other, how do we decide that the said idea is something on which we can go ahead? Deep Jyoti, what connects emotionally to you? You want to solve women literacy problem? You want to make fantastic, appliances for the world? You want to do something in literacy? Whatever. So you come to the incubator, you interact with people who are entrepreneurs, and they give you the SWOT analysis: strength, weakness, opportunity, threat, pros and cons. And once you interact with people who are more experienced than you in the domain, you get more clarity, Deep Jyot, sorry, in what you want to do. So out of 10 ideas, which is the one you should pursue? We can help you once you come with those 5 or 6, Deep Jyot. Is it necessary to do a job before business? There is no rule, Naman. I could do because I had no plans to start a business. So for 17 years, I did a great job. And for the last 6 years as an entrepreneur, there is no rule. I have few ideas regarding startup, Mayur, and I want to work on them seriously, but I'm not able to do it because I'm at home. A lot of businesses can be done by women and by men from home, Mayur. So every business does not require me to set up a factory. You can start a business on Instagram for free. So there are a lot of ideas and businesses. Don't focus on idea. Look at what is the problem your idea is solving, Mayur. That is better. A lot of things can be done from home, Mayur, and the world is not going to come forward uh, as it was in 2019 very soon. So next year and a half, please start enjoying work from home. That can be communicated to you once we get to interact. Pooja, what is the greatest fear and how do you manage fear? It's very difficult, Pooja. I don't remember what is my greatest fear. So sometimes my fear is I don't remember, Pooja, what can be a greatest fear. I manage fear by confronting fear. Pooja, I had a salary of 4 lakhs a month. My fear was I don't value money so much. So I came back from 4 lakhs to zero in 2014, and I faced my fear that if I can sell something from Tata Communications and if I am educated from one of the world's best college, which is Columbia University, then I can restart earning money as well. So my fear was money. I confronted that fear and I started earning money again, Pooja. So I could face my fear. It was very tough, but facing the fear helps. What mindset helped, Atharva? Positive thinking. Whatever happens, happens for the good, and this too shall pass. Uh, enough negative is already happening in the world through media or reality. Why should I think negative? Can I at least I think positive? How can we manage funds required to start business or process industry? It's a business model canvas, Prajwal. There are a lot of government schemes and state government schemes who support you for a manufacturing business, and there are sources of banks, angel investors, family and friends, VCs, which can help you in fund management. Prajwal. So sales is the problem, Purnima, Deepak, Lokante. Sales is essential. So all the entrepreneurs have to understand if you have a great product and if you cannot sell or market it to the target audience, nobody will come to know. So selling is a skill which is taught in these programs, which will be taught to you in your college. In that 30-hour program as well as a brief in the 8-hour program. So you will learn how to grab customers instead of grabbing, how to reach out to customers and tell them that our product can solve your problem. So there are ways, Purnima, it can be, the skill can be learned. I've answered all the questions. Is there any other question for me?
Students, is there any other questions you would like to ask, sir? Or should we proceed with the next part? Yes, students.
I want to speak something to the student. I want to share something regarding the IIDC cell. So whatever the questions I observed, student asked to Puneet sir. Okay. So for the few questions we have already the answer. The motivation of formation of a IID cell at institute level is only that we don't want to think our student should be the job seeker. We want our student can be a job taker. That means they can give the job to the others also. So because of this reason, most of the students, they may have an idea and they are thinking. Now few students, they have asked the question, sir, we already have idea, but how we can start? So to give the answer for these questions, we form this IIDC cell. We already have the in this IIDC cell, we already have a innovation, incubation, IPR, and entrepreneurship activities. So if any student think that he have an idea and he can commercialize that idea, so the our cell is going to be help to the student by giving. We already have the mentor like Kunal Ranveer sir is there, who are taking the care of a startup cell. So if any student have any idea and he think that that idea can be commercialized, so this student can be approached to our incubation cell. Or also if they are have some queries regarding how they get the funding, how they can start, how and where they can sell their products. So with regarding all of these things, our sale is going to be give the guideline with the help of our mentors. We already have a mentor at an institute level also. Now we have a Puneet sir also. He is also going to be guide such student. So I will give this introduction regarding our IIDC cell. If student think that they want to start their own business, or they want to start something initially as a startup, so they can approach to IIDC cell with their ideas. If we think that that idea can be commercialized, we will be surely help to the students to start their own. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for that. So we are getting still more questions. Would you like to answer them, or should we call it a day?
So one question I have just mentioned somewhere that we can help you in a suitable industry or a skill mentor. So industry can be e-commerce, skill can be machine learning, industry can be retail, skill can be blockchain. So there are various mentors who can support once you start the journey. Uh, uh, the plan of this webinar was to ensure that if we could have a pipeline or a pool of 100 people who would want to nominate themselves for an 8-hour workshop. So there is a way wherein you can reach out to Mrunal ma'am or Sabha ma'am, and maybe there would be some feedback link as well. So you can share that I would want to participate in the 8-hour workshop, and that's a step two of step one today. And once you come to step two, then you will you will get to answer most of your doubts, and you will learn a lot of skills as well. A few interesting books. Yeah, you start with Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's a good book to have. Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. Again, a good book to read. And Who Moved My Cheese? A good book to read. And yeah, go with these three. These are simple, easy to read books, and then you can go for the bigger books as well. I'll keep on sharing that. So this is my answer to you, Krishna.
Sir, as far as sir has said, for the 8-hour program, we all have a department coordinator from each and every department for the entrepreneurship cell. So I would request all the students, those who want to nominate themselves for the 8-hour workshop, you can approach your coordinators. You can put in your WhatsApp groups that you are interested, and we'll make a list, and we'll make a list, and we'll make a group of those students, and we'll forward it for the next program on the 8-hour program. So that would be a good thing to begin the workshop. So only the interested students would be invited for that particular workshop then. So with that, we come to the end of the workshop, and I would like to propose a vote of thanks to Mr. Puneet Raman for sparing his valuable time and for sharing his knowledge and his experience as an entrepreneur, and making the students aware about the qualities of an entrepreneur, the mindset of an entrepreneur, and how to go about from just any idea. And how innovation can be a great way of to just start up any business. So thanks a lot, sir, for sharing your experience, and thanks a lot for sharing your valuable time over here. And I'm sure students have benefited a lot, and we are going to have a lot of participants for the 8-hour program. I'm just being hopeful for that. So thank you so much, sir. I would
Thank
request
you.
all the students and staff and faculty members, if you could switch on your cameras for a few seconds, we could just take a few screenshots. It is mandatory for us also to take all these photos and proofs as it is required for documentation purpose. So please, students and staff, whoever can switch on their cameras so that we can take a few screenshots.
Puneet, thank you once again.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes,
Thank you
sir.
so much for the opportunity, sir. Thank you. Always, it's
I could listen to the entire session.
okay. Okay.
So could you please switch on your camera as well? We'll just take a few screenshots before we close.
Yeah, madam, I have switched on.
Yes, sir. Kulkarni, madam. Limkar, sir, are you there? We want all the members of the IEDC to please switch on their cameras. Okharkar, sir.
Students are requested, please switch on their camera.
Okharkar, sir, you're not visible. It's quite dark over there. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks for being on this session. Thanks for participating. Thank you, Raman sir, once again.
Thank
We are
you.
looking forward to your support in the near future as well. Thank you,
Sure.
Principal sir, for joining this session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
1 minute,
Thank you
madam.
very much.
Yeah, thank you.
The student, please fill the attendance and feedback. Whatever share. Only 74 responses till I got. Remaining
Yes,
student,
all
please
students.
fill the
Yes, all the
feedback and
students. All the students, see that you all do not leave the meeting without filling the feedback form. It's important that you fill that form. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Ma'am, please share link. Back on.
Link
link
is
is
already
shared
shared
in
in a chat box.
chat box. You just see the chat box.
Okay, we'll share it once again in case those who
Yes,
have
yes.
joined late.
I will share again. I will share this. See. साबा मॅडम
Yes, sir.
मी थोडा वेळ चालू ठेवतो म्हणजे मुलं
Yes, sir. We'll keep the meeting for some more time. We'll be there online for another 10 minutes. So see that you all fill the feedback form, and we'll end the meeting only after 10 to 15 minutes. So those who have still not filled the form, please fill your feedback. And others who have filled can leave the meeting. As and when you finish filling the form, you can just leave the meeting.
स्टील मॅडम 74च आहे अजून
ठीक आहे सर, ते भरतील आता. थोडा वेळ द्या त्यांना. कारण खूप क्वेश्चन्स पण खूप आहेत ना, थोडा वेळ लागेल त्यांना.
मॅडम की तुझं नाव म्हणून सबा शेख मॅडम आहे.
Sheetal ma'am, you can stop the recording.